Blue Lagoon. Howdy doodly doo. Welcome to Christmas edition fishing. We might catch, we might not. It's gone really cold, northeasterlies. It's really, like for the last week or so, really cold where that water temperature would have dropped. It's just going to be even harder. But we've got no one here again. That long weekend off work, you think at least somebody would be fishing. Got late to yourself. So I've got everything in my favour so far. We've just got to try. I've got the mic right up next to my face because that wind's still there. But we've got a lovely day. Hopefully that cloud's due to clear. We've got a bit of blue there already. So let's crack on and see how we get on today. This could be the last one of the year. Could be the last trip of the year. Got quite a few ducks today. They must have put some more stuff in the water because it is looking really blue, really clear. It's really nice. Keep any nasties away. Right, let's get a bit of early bait in there. A couple of pellets. Well, and then that'll give me time to pack in, get my gear set up. Just put a bit of smell in there. I can't see Mr. Cormorant today, so that's a good thing. He's hiding. He's got his 4 days off. So yeah, put a bit of scent in the water while I set up. Does anyone else get to a spot, put all the layers on, wrap up from the car, and then you walk round with all your gear and you're absolutely boiling? Then you got to strip off again, which is never great on a cold day. Oh, always the same. So we've got to take this off. I won't fill my gear otherwise. Take this off for now. Ah, that's better. Cool off a bit. Oh. No one else here. You go. Try and make the most of every hour when you're on this sort of weather. Got the old 8mm smellies. Lovely pellets. Lovely red. They've just got that really, really crispy, strong smell. Again, I'm going to aim for the islands because it's just central of the lake. There's no one's here. There's no extra bait and there's smell anywhere. Just try, and they could be hanging there. They could be hanging over there. Just try and draw them into that middle area. I'm a bit closer to the islands this side, so I can hopefully get away with the underarm. That was even my bad hand. I'm usually left-handed. And we'll stick a few on this one. That wind has changed direction. Don't want to put too many in. It's that fine balance in the winter. You don't want to overfeed. You know, they might not be up to much. What I'm going to do, because it's quite close, I'm just going to get one ball of my mix in there as well. So hopefully that'll draw in the big ins. Put it right up to the island. Little tiny ball each. A little pocket smell might just pick their interest up. And there we go. Gives me a bit of time now to get that gear sorted out. It's saying it's blue sky later on, but you can never tell this time of the year, so let's get that shelter up just in case. Cold weather like this, you want that sun on the water really. It won't put them off, it won't be too bright. Just might get the water up a degree or two. That can make all the difference sometimes. So we got a little bag, we got our quorum day shelter. Let's check that's not rubbing on my beard. Put it up close because it's windy. Got a couple of sections. It's been in the bag for a bit, so it's a little bit. They're never straightforward. Case of trying to bend it out and get the shape. Let's twist it up, there we go. Put it in nice and neat and it always manages to knot itself. And yet all it's done is sat in the car. It's a little bit damp really, but I should have maybe got it out. Got it out when I finished the last trip. But we had loads of rain, and then that high pressure's kicked in, and that cold weather. I do prefer high pressure really if I'm fishing. I know it's not always great for catching, but just in the winter it's just generally stays dry. Everything can get so much rain in the low pressure. It just takes absolutely ages to clean the gear off, and you want to clean it off. You don't want to really leave this stuff. You know, this is less than 100 quid, but it'll last you many years if you look after it. I think the middle section's always a bit tough to get in last. Just get that section in first. It is usually a bit quicker than this, but your fingers go numb already. And the last piece. Right, so there we go, we've got two sections. Where's the front? There's the front. Swing it around. And we got this tension strap. I put a stronger hook on it. And we got our little clip, so that'll keep it nice and taut. Keep the shape. So the wind's not too bad. Always have a look at your wind direction. Yeah, if it's cold like this, you don't want it in your face all day. So we'll put it at a slight angle. Just so, because it's kind of coming a little bit this way. So that'll be good. Just give me, you don't want it right on the edge. You have your rod, your mat, everything else. You don't want it too far away. Let's peg it in. Got all our peggies. Get the side ones in first. Nice soft ground, so that goes in easy. And the other one. And then what I like to do, once I get the two sides in, I know it's not going to suddenly blow away. Get these stems out. So we've got a bottom one with a little spike on. We got our top one. And that'll just stick on the first frame. Push it in so it clicks. Stretch it out. Stick it on the end. Push it as far as you can. Get that nice and tight. Clip it over, and that's locked. Same with the back. Clip it in. Loosen it. Pull that bit out. Try and grab this. It's got a nice little recess in it, little hole. That can fit down in there. Now I'll get that really tight, but push it in, and then tighten it. There you go. And then on the end of that one, there's a little ring. If I've not left it underneath, no, it's there. It's so soft, this ground. Little ring that we can put the peg in. That's definitely going nowhere. And we'll just get the back bits, side bits in, get that shape out. And the other side. Right. Excuse me if I'm puffing a lot. I had this damn flu virus, so I couldn't fish for the last couple of weeks. It's takes you out of you, even though you're not really doing a lot. Just find your energy levels. Everything's locking effort. Even doing that, you're like out of breath. I mean, more gym time, I think. Right, there we go. So, would have took a little bit quicker. Probably 5-10 minutes if I was doing it without filming it. There you go, not long. And you know, if it suddenly chucks it down, all that gear is nice and safe. Nice and dry. Meanwhile, those pellets are still getting a bit of flavouring. Feet, everything's set up. We've got the first cast out. We've got my 10 footers, get them stuck out into the water. Got the big mat that's dry at the moment, hopefully that will get wet. We got the big net, 3-piece nice and long, save messing around. The water's nice and high though now, so you could get away with a shorter net pole. We've got one over to that island, and then one over there to that island. Again, they've been kind spots to me the last few trips, so we'll stick with that. That sun's bursting through. We've got the blue now, blue sky. Hopefully we'll get that sun on us. It's nice this side of the lake. You get the sun out. So yeah, they're all on the rest. Got the backrest nice and level this time. Shelter's all set up. Got my chair in there, comfy chair. Got my little bits of bait. We'll go through that after. And got my radio. Just try and relax. Try and make the most of the day. I'll try and give it plenty of time. See if we can get a bite. See if we can get a fish. If it gets cold like this, you know, 1 or 2 fish can be a bonus. You just can never tell that they can react to water temperature drops. It's one of the worst things with shocking the fish, making them go still quiet for a bit, and then they get sort of settle down. They'll have sometimes very short feeding windows. So we'll see. Daylight's been working for me, so we'll give it a go. That wind's on and off. I think it'll be with us all day. But I've got a nice angle on the shelter now. Plenty of room at the back. It's looking lovely, the lake. That nice bit of rain's made it lovely and green. It's a little bit muddy the other side. I think it's probably more used. People don't want to walk too far. But yeah, let's see if we can get an early run. I won't keep casting at the moment. I won't put too much bait out. We'll just see how it goes. See if we get any indications. Because everything's inside now. That wind's coming across it. Sort of I think it's still kind of northeasterly. Northeasterly. Cutting across. And all this side is just blocking that cold air from keep hitting me. You know, you might feel alright for an hour or two, but the cold gets inside you. I'll keep this off, the jacket, till it starts to bite a bit more. But if you're out for it for hours, that cold can get in you, and it's hard to get it out of you. You know, your best option is just getting a hot bath, have a soak, warm your body up, because you kind of feel it through in your bones. It's a funny sensation, cold winter. But yeah, everything's at hand. Don't have to move too much. I like an all-rounder chair. This one, it's not got the arms on it, but it's easy to get in the car. And I've got a couple of recliner settings on it, and I can just relax, let the rods do the work. That's what it's all about. I've got the wind cut out, and I've got the sun hitting me. So you'll stay nice and toasty. As long as you've got the polarised sunglasses on, you're not putting pressure on your eyes. That glare off the water can be quite intense. But if you get it right, think about where you position yourself, you can be relaxed and warm on what is a cold December day. It's nice to get the sunglasses back on, because I only had one pair of what I call average for fishing, and then of course I sat on them. Yeah, I have a habit of putting stuff on chairs and then sitting on them. So the frame broke. I didn't have any, apart from my very nice pair, which I don't want to wreck for the water and the fishing. I've got two pairs now, testing them out. I've got my prescription lens in them, and I've got a very dark polarized lens in them. If you're ever on the fishing on the water, that glare can be quite intense. Always get your polarized lenses, save your eyes. I've got my spare windy mic. Always have spare stuff if you're doing a bit of recording. Got the extra fluffy windy cover on it, just in case. But I'll try and get away with this one. Just don't drop them on the ground. It can be hard to find them. But it's nice now. That sky's starting to break up, getting more blue. Yeah, you don't get a lot of daylight this time of the year. Roll on the spring with the longer daylight hours. You got a couple of hours after work. It's a long time when you're working solid, long days at work, and you're relying on the weekends, which can be busier. You got those 4 or 5, even 5 hours sometimes in an evening, say 4 after work. You can pick and choose your days. You come to places like this, you usually get a couple of runs. Just breaks that week up a bit. There's nothing like fishing for forgetting about stuff and clearing the mind. Just wash everything away and just relax. Just be in the moment. Got my buff on today. Just any little gaps where that air can get in. Just keep it on, but I might even take this off after. See, I'll take it off now. It's amazing how much heat you lose from your head, so always have a hat. Always have a woolly hat. These things are a godsend. You can get really thin ones for the summer, and then you can get ones with an extra bit of fur on them, just to insulate the neck. Oh, loads of moorhens around today. I can't believe it. I've never seen so many. Amazing, the coldest, towards the end of December now. And the bird life. I suppose they've got to feed, but all over the place. Ducks are hiding down in the windy bit. I'd have gone up there on the back of the wind. Surely it's warmer. but they're right down the bottom end. Seagulls are hovering, waiting for my sandwich. That sun's hiding behind the clouds, big and bright. I tell you, you can't beat that warmer weather where you can just keep your t-shirt and shorts on. More movement. Winter's nice. I mean, I do like the seasons, but it's lovely when you can just wear the light gear. I do like my roving around the shores and the foraging when the weather's warm. Try and get a lobster or a crab. Plenty of octopus as well. A few questions though, because, well, people have private messaged me on the back of this and said, why do you not want your channel to grow? And I said, well, I just enjoy filming. If you're out fishing for a while, it can be many hours. And I got into the habit of just doing a bit of filming, a bit of B-roll. And then, as many of the other anglers will say, I'm quite nosy and chatty. Chat to anyone. So I thought we'll just combine it, do some videos. And then I've got a little record of my trips, how well I've done. You can always look back, see what time of the year was good for whatever. And then just hopefully somebody might learn, somebody might watch it and enjoy it. Leave a nice comment. Always welcome to have the comments. Oh, just had a bite on that rod. Oh. We're in. Hopefully you can still see. Get you over there. Get a nice wide angle. See? That was still the first cast. And that island's been the quieter island. Yeah, it's given me my first run. It was all happening on the other island. Slow and steady. Just got to watch that other line. Keep a nice bit of pressure. Ideally, you want him right in front of you. You can just control him. I don't play him too hard because we're not using really heavy gear. You don't want to snap anything just for the sake of getting it in quick. Just play it. Let it do its thing. That wind's really kicking still. Cold wind, that. Tell you, you hardly notice it when you're in that shelter. It's going upstream now. I know it's a lake, but I always say upstream. From an old famous angler that I learnt off back in the day. Old JW, if anyone knows. Oh yeah, looks a light coloured fish, not massive, not one of the biggest ones. But any fish is welcome on a day like this. Looks light coloured. It's pretty close now, so we'll get that net. Watch the camera. Get that net out. Get it on this side. We'll just put that down for a second. We don't need it just yet. So we just want to control this fish. They'll have little lunges. The thing with carp is they never really give in. There's something wrong with them if they do. Lovely boils under the water surface. Perfect area now, right just under the rod tip. Slow and steady. You always keep that head down. You're always digging. Oh no, it's just looks like it's what I call a standard common. Or standard commons, possibly. Might have a bit of ghosty in it, but that watercolour's so blue. Blue lagoon. Special treatments that can go into the lake just to clear any nasties off. Help the fish. It's all about helping those fish. Keep them going as long as possible so everyone can enjoy catching them. Fighting a bit harder now. As soon as you put a little bit more pressure on them, they'll pull back. There we go. Straight in the net. Swam in. Yeah, it's got a touch of ghosty on him, that one. Oh, he is. Yeah, he's a ghosty. Looks pretty clean. Let's get him out. Get that mat wet. Oh yeah, he looks bigger than I thought. The sun's come out for us as well. Oh, wet knees time. It's always a good sign, wet knees. That fish has really got a big belly on him. Showing back the couple of leeches on him. There wasn't. This is the first time I've seen more leeches. These are lovely. Whee. Keep him low to the mat. Nice padded mat if he does want to kick. And can easily put him down. There we go. Lovely ghosty common. Lovely colours. Oranges. Real strong one. Real strong fat fish. He's been feeding well. It's like a block of ice. Big tail on him. Doesn't look like he's got any sores on him at all. Real belly on him though. Look at that. Real fatty. Really clean mouth. Lovely scale pattern. Lovely orange towards the end. Fins are perfect. There we go. Perfect. Look at the belly on him. Right, we've done our little videos. The fish is looking nice and calm. It's very lively for like a block of ice though. We'll just ease that mat this time of the year. Yeah, any exertion can be amplified. So we'll just tease him off that inner mat. Get him in the water. Yeah, he's full of beans. Get that mat under there in case the wind gets it. Get my extra little pole. And I like to just put him down and trap him. Trap the mat. So he's sat in the water now. He's in a little paddling pool. So I've got my little pole in there, the handle around the back, and there he is. Nice and calm. He can sit upright, breathe away, relax. You can pull that cover over if he's feeling a little bit frantic, but there he is. He's just sat around kicking. I'll just leave him for a couple of minutes. Just make sure he's nice and strong. You never want to chuck him straight back in. And once we know he's all good, we'll get that pole out. And then I'll just tease the mat over. Roll it over slightly to get him on, he's on his side. And then he can just, right way up, he can just swim out. Just swim off strongly. I think I was saying before, we had that run on camera again, which is always good. I had comments saying, well, don't you want your channel to grow? Question mark. But like I say, I'm doing it for me, for a record. One, for myself, for a record of my trips. I can look back. It's a great way of thinking, oh, what did you catch? What were you doing? What did you use? What time of year was it? Time of day? Got a record. A bit of fun and entertainment to look back on a couple of years. And just to try and hopefully, somebody will enjoy it, watching it, and get some information out of it. I know there's a lot of people that are quite new to it, fishing in general, being outside. And hopefully they can learn something. I'm by no means an expert. I've just been fishing for 20 odd years, probably 30 years. And a lot of it you just teach yourself. I don't like to try and ask too many people. I just like to try and learn myself. If I can do something and catch it from it, it's an achievement for myself. There's not a lot of it on the TV anymore. It's all on social media, YouTube. Anyway, so there's so much, it's just a wash with channels, really. But if somebody can watch my video and just find it amusing or entertaining, or I'm always a half glass full guy. If I blank, I'm still positive. Because you're out in the bank, you're away from work. But yeah, I've had people saying, well, you don't mention subscribes, you don't mention likes, you don't mention this. But it's not what I'm about. You'll notice I've never said that. If you look back at all my videos, I've never once said, please subscribe, let's grow this channel, please do this. For me, it's just, I get enjoyment out of hopefully people liking it and watching it and learning from it. I'm not chasing any numbers. I'm just putting something out there. I'm on an island. I'm showing people maybe something different to what they're used to around the world. And, hopefully they'll enjoy it. I'm always like the comments, though. It's always interesting to see people's views, good or bad. It's always interesting. So, always welcome comments. But anyone who does click on my subscribes. Yeah, it's nice. They can. The bonus with that is you can know when I'm next knocking videos up. There's a lot of variety coming up once we get into the spring. So that's always handy. But I'm never chasing anything. It's not what I'm about. Just have fun, relax, and enjoy it. Let's just check the gear. We'll give it a recast on both. Get the fresh stuff out. So I've got my little 2,500 match feeder reel Ninja with the combining rod, 10 foot, with the red tips. I like the red tips in the daylight when the sun's on it. When you've got low light, the yellow tips are handy. Red or orange. General daytime. Got the mono. Nice bit of mono running through. I've got my inline feeder that's free to move up and down the line. And all I do is I gently pull it just onto the swivel, just so it's just in. It's usually on a heavy hit that can loosen the feeder. And my band must have dropped off, so we need a new band. So I've got my little, you probably won't see it, but it's a little circular rubber type sort of elastic band, a bit like an elastic band but very small and thicker. And I just put the little barbless into one edge of the band so it just hangs off the bend. Just tease it round a bit. I get one of my little smelly pellets, and then I've got space to put that in the band. So then we've got the band around the pellet and it's trapped on that bend of the hook, leaving that point nice and clear. I've got some sticky mix, which is handy. I only drizzle a little bit. I've got my main mix in the bucket because you just never know how much you go through sometimes. I'll give it a little stir, nice deep bucket. That's got all sorts of particle, maize, crumb. And then every so often I'll just drizzle a little bit over the top of it, just to soak in a bit of flavour. And then we've got the open end cage, weight on the bottom, so it'll sit down like that on the bed and the fish will come down from the top. I like to put some in the cage, because if you get a load of little fish on it, attacking it, they'll get rid of that crumb, so you've got a nice bit of smell bedded into the feeder. I put my pellet in the middle, and then I'll just get a nice handful. I just like to clamp it on with the hands. I can get away with it here. I don't need a mould. And then she's all contained, and that sticky liquid is helping glue it together as well, so it'll be able to hit the bottom before it flies out. and then we're ready to cast it out. So let's get it nice and loose, get that bail arm off. Close line, it's only short distance. Just underarm, swing it across. And you're fairly close, so you should get it in a roughly ruler sized space, I'd say 30 centimeters square, because we're pretty close. You should be able to get it nice and tight. Sink that line, there is that breeze, get that drag loose, put the line under that first arm, then we'll just slide it just so the back can be gripped, and we'll just pull that tight, but we've got that drag. And let's get that other one in. So it's been quiet. So, as before, I've done exactly the same with the second rod. We've got a nice pocket smell ready to go out. Always a bit of a tricky angle, this one, being left-handed. These reeds are a bit high, I've got to go over the reeds. Perfect. Into the Blue Lagoon. Again, we've sunk that line. Get that rod down. Get it in line at the back. And we just reel in a bit of the slack. That gave me a shock. Got like the blue left-hand rod again. Amazing. Nothing again on that right hand, no indications on that right hand island. All on this left rod. Powerful. Nearly went round the island on me, this one. Slowing down now. In that sunlight. Boiling on the top. He seems a bit angry, this one. Let's get that net ready. Let's get it a little bit wet again. Watch that other line. Lovely. Looks like maybe like a standard common, this one. Yeah, standard common. Perfect position. Always ready in that net. Oh, he's angry now. Looks pretty clean, that one. Oh yeah, he's long. On the mat. Oh, that wind. I thought that wind was meant to be easing. Clean mouth. Look at that. Straight out. Again, I'll lock that rod. Clean that side. Clean this side. Nice. Okay, it's long. Alright. Let's get that net over there, out of the way. Again, get that cover over him while we're moving him. He's in the soft mat. Nice and comfy. Get my towel. Get those wet knees again. Just started drying. Well, we've got the sun on us on and off, so it's quite warm in that shelter. Guy's long. Standard common. A couple of orange marks on him. Orange spots. So obviously got something else in him. Lovely long fish. Look at that. Look at the length of that. Yeah, a couple of orange little blemishes on him. Really clean though, apart from that. Clean fins. A couple of old healed wounds. Clean scales, clean mouth, clean eyes. Powerful. Very long. He's on that big padded mat, so he's fine. Look at that. It's like a torpedo. Everything clean. Big old tail. Like a block of ice again. Nice clean mouth. Big eyes on him. Could be a lot fatter again. And we've done the same again. I've got my little spike in the ground, hold the mat, and then there he is. Just sat up in the water again. He's having a breather, getting his energy back, although this one's really keen. But great idea, these mats. Look after the fish, keep an eye on them. You can even chuck your rod out, give them an extra 5-10 minutes if you need to. Just make sure they're all good to go, but he's fine. we've got the late afternoon sun. We had that cloud through the middle of the day, and that's calmed down. And we got that warmth of the sun again. I'm in the shelter. For a winter's day, you couldn't get better. We've had a few fish earlier on, but it's been a bit tricky. It's just died down. That cloud came over, it went quiet. The sun came back out. I thought we might have a few, but it's not happened. It's little timings in winter. You might get an hour or so where they'll be on the feed. But we'll try again. Probably be in the new year on the next one. Catch you soon on the bank. Toodaloos.